1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by
People's Bank, WellSpan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, PSECU, Kona Ice, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swing and a deep drive to right field. Watch this one go. He fires. Game over. Base hit. It's a fair ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He slides. He's in. Revs win it.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 124 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, the Revs return home after a week away. And tell you what, after the travel day, it feels like we just signed off in Sugar Land last night, but the Revs getting a big win in the finale. That was huge, and they return home with 17 to go in the regular season. The lead for first place is 2 games as they welcome the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs to town here tonight. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry with you. Welcome to Revs Baseball. Brett Petrek will be back with me on Sunday as he is away on assignment here these next 2 nights. But the Revs coming back home, and they do so entering play tonight, having now won 6 of the last 8 second-half games that they've played, 8 of the last 11. It was a bumpy start to the series in Sugar Land, but they salvaged the finale last night in epic fashion. Another marathon game. Only 10 innings, though, last night, and just under 4 hours, so it paled in comparison to what we did on Wednesday night. But the other difference was the Revs got the win. It was another late game lead that got away. That was frustrating. But last night, they bounced back about as well as they possibly could have. The biggest extra inning that they've had since 2016, scoring 4 times in the 10th inning. It tied the biggest 10th inning in team history. Gave up 2 in the bottom of the 10th inning, but it was enough for the 10-8 win. So they come back home tonight, now 66-57 overall, 32-21 in the second half, which is the best 53-game start to a half in franchise history. And hosting Southern Maryland, who's 53-71 overall, but an even 500 in the second half after they went 18 games under 500 in the first half. Their second half record is 27-27. The Revs have whooped up on the Blue Crabs this season, and they will hope to continue that this weekend. They are 14-3 against Southern Maryland heading into play. In fact, they have a chance to go for their best single season record ever against an opponent in one season. If they can have if they win 2 out of 3 this weekend, they'd tie it. If they could win all 3, they would set a new mark in that regard. Tonight it'll be right-hander Duke Von Schaman making the start. He's 8-5 with an ERA of 3.44. Lefty Mitchell Lamson, who the Blue Crabs have just added from Winnipeg of the American Association, one of those late-season additions. He will make his Atlantic League debut pitching for the Blue Crabs tonight. And speaking of that, the Revs have made an addition from that same Winnipeg team, acquiring right-hander Victor Capayan, who is active tonight wearing number 14. He will go into the bullpen. A lot of late-game experience in his career, guy that's been to the AAA level, and he was the closer in Winnipeg this season. And we'll talk with Mace about his addition coming up as our pregame rolls along this evening. We'll also have some of the highlights from a late night in Texas once again last night. It was another one where we were signing off the air. Well, today we were signing off the next day. And the night before we were signing off, I believe, after 1 in the morning back home here on the East Coast. But if you weren't up for it, it was an exciting finish, and we'll have some of the highlights from that one for you. And again, we'll then hear from Mace here shortly as well. It is a beautiful night here in York. Temperatures in the mid-70s, sunny, absolutely perfect as the Revs return home here in early September. And first pitch tonight is coming up at 6:30 right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Baseball fans looking to cool down between innings? Rudders, the official beverage sponsor of the York Revolution, has the ticket. Grab 1 or 2 of Rudders' new smooth brewed iced teas at the concession stand. Rudders' teas are a home run. And after the game, visit a Rudders store on your way home to refuel your car and feed your appetite. Explore our award-winning menu, all cooked fresh. Plus, grab a Rudders Rewards card and become a Rudders VIP. Plus, don't miss the Fuelin' Up Summer Sweepstakes, featuring daily prizes as well as the chance to take home free coffee, free hot dogs, and free fuel for a year. Or even cold, hard cash. More details at Rudders.com. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs back home tonight, hosting Southern Maryland, first of 3 this weekend. And once again, if you weren't with us late last night in Texas, it was another marathon win for the Revs. Here were the highlights from last night's victory in Sugar Land. 1-1 pitch, and a swing and a line drive, base hit to right. To hit it, third, Polo gonna send. Borenstein the throw, home, it's late. Tejeda scores standing, tied at 1. And Ryan Dent with an RBI single into right, the Revs' third base hit of the inning. Made their opening day roster. He fires. And a ground ball right side off the glove of the diving Peterson. It trickles into shallow right. Mesa around third, and the Revs take the lead 2-1 here in the second inning. And Henry Castillo does it again. 3 hits and 3 RBIs last night. And he bleeds one through into shallow right, and the Revs, with their 4th hit of this inning and 3rd in a row, have gone in front. The 1-0, and a swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get into center field for a hit. Dent around third. He will score. Throw goes to third. It beat Castillo, but skips away off Silverio's glove. And Rondon advances to second on the throw, going to third. Revs lead it 3-1. 3 in the inning on 5 hits, including 4 in a row. And pitch to Mesa, swinging a drive, deep left field. Bernard is back at the track. It's gone. Melky Mesa, 2-run home run out to left field. And the Revs add to the lead. It is 5-1 here in the top of the 3rd. Daddy Shark with number 16 on the year. Minor the pitch, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. A slider down and away, and a 1-2-3 6th inning. He bounces back, strikes out his 5th of the night. The 2-1, swing and a drive deep down the line in left field, hooking toward the pole. It's up onto the Tense, and it's fair. Out of here, Melky Mesa, his 2nd home run of the night. And the Revs with a big insurance run here in the 8th inning. Now lead it 6-3. Back-to-back 4-hit games for Daddy Shark. And he's 9 for his last 11 at the plate. 4 for 4 tonight, his 2nd home run. And the Revs now on top 6-3 here in the 8th inning. And he's ready to go. Kicks and delivers. And a swing and a line drive left field. Mesa back on it. He will make the catch in front of the warning track. And Judy gets out of it. Bases left loaded. And we will go to extra innings again here tonight in Sugar Land. Only the 1 run somehow. On 2 hits, 1 error, and they are left loaded. And we can't get enough of it down here. We'll go to the 10th. 3-2, and a swing and a rip. Oh, past Silverio and into left field. Down the line, Tejeda scores. Here comes Mesa. The throw slips, and it's offline. And Dent goes to second on his 4th hit of the night. And the Revs lead it 8-6 here in the top of the 10th inning. Dent comes through. He smashes it past Silverio's backhand attempt at third. Pitch to Hank. He swings, drives it to left center field. It's in the gap. And going all the way back to the wall. Dent around to score. And Castillo into second with an RBI double. His 3rd hit of the game. And it's 9-6 here in the top of the 10th. The Revs have struck for 3. And the 1-1. Swing and a fly ball hit well the other way in right. Castillo will tag from third. Borenstein's got it. And here comes Castillo. He will score 10-6. And Dotel with a sac fly to right. It's a 4-run 10th inning. Rondon tags from second and goes to third as well. And Dotel with his 76th run batted in on the season has made it a 4-run 10th. But a couple really tough ones here this year. Here's a swing and a fly. Right field, Dotel is under it. To his left, he's got it. Game over. And the Revs win tonight 10-8 in 10 innings. They survive the finale here in Sugar Land and will head home with a 2-game lead for first place with 17 to go. Hallelujah. They survive in 10 tonight, another marathon, and it's a 10-8 win. They came down here really needing to get 1 game. And it wasn't pretty how they got to this point, but they have found a way to get 1 and will head home with a 2-game lead home this weekend. And they are done with the Skeeters until further notice, perhaps in late September. My goodness. Let's have a water. 2 runs score in the 10th, 1 hit, 1 man left. Final score, York 10, Sugar Land 8 in 10 innings. I was never so happy to see a fly ball end up in a right fielder's glove as I was last night after 3 hours and 55 minutes. But the Revs managed to get out of there with the much needed, again, at least 1 victory in that series, and it's a 2-game lead with 17 to play. We will take a timeout in tonight's pregame, check in with Mays, get his thoughts on all of the proceedings. The Broadway Transmission Manager's Report is coming up next.
You don't have to wait till the fair to treat yourself to cotton candy. Maple Donuts has the scrumptious cotton candy donut now. Tasty cotton candy cream topped with fun blue and pink colors. Remember the king with the famous Elvis donut through the end of August. Tasty banana-flavored custard topped with peanut butter icing. August 28th is Maple Donut Night at the York Revolution. Stop by any location for free tickets. No purchase necessary. Maple Donuts. They know a thing or two about donuts.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, another high wire act last night. This time it does end up in victory, and yeah, I guess let's start with the overall trip. Did you feel like going down there you had to at least get 1 game and have a 2-game lead coming back?
Absolutely. We wanted to win the series. Of course, would like to have swept them, but it was real important to get 1 game so that at least we could have a 2-game lead coming into the last 17 games of the season. So, it was interesting. Other than the first night we were just kind of flat, I thought, and But the second two nights we weren't flat. There was a lot of stuff going on, but anyways, we were able to get out of there last night with a win, which made for a nice plane ride back today.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in these late innings and extra innings. The two things that really stand out to me are obviously the new extra inning rule, but then also the new pickoff moves and stolen bases, or just guys running amok. What's it like for you as a manager these are wild extra innings that we've been playing these last two nights?
No, I agree. And if you notice, I run a lot. We're running a lot in these extra inning games now, especially when we have the right personnel on the bases. So as soon as I get a guy to third base and we get a guy on first, we're running right away. So if they throw through, we'll steal home. That's just the way the scenario is. It gives you another option to try to score. But, as a manager, sometimes when you get that runner at third base, now you bring your infield in with less than 2 outs. And even now, sometimes you got to bring the corners in because anybody can bunt at any given time now, even with 2 strikes. So you're trying to defend a lot of things that you never really had to defend before. But I just think running is going to be a big part of the extra inning games now, and then once the guy steals second base, which really you're not throwing through anyway, now you have an option to walk a guy. Now you load the bases, and you just got to hope your pitcher can throw strikes and not walk runs in. And so there's a lot of moving pieces going on. So depending on where you are in the lineup and who the runners are at second base, I think it kind of dictates a little bit what you do initially, and then once the inning unfolds, then you see what other options you can use.
We got a quality start from Dan Miner, and hopefully he can get his second wind, if you will, here going into September. He looked like himself last night. I did want to ask you about going to the stretch exclusively. What led to him doing that?
He just said he felt more comfortable doing it, and I think he said he felt better with his changeup also last night. So, there was an unearned run in the first, so theoretically he gave up 2 earned runs last night, but he gave us a solid 6 innings. And to be honest, I know he was pushing like the high 80 pitch count, 90 pitch count. I asked him if he wanted to go back out. I really did. So, just because I knew where we were with our bullpen, we were a little bit beat up. And, when you're managing the games, you're thinking about, okay, how many innings can I get out of my bullpen tonight? And then how many pitchers will I have available for tomorrow? Because for a lot of guys, you're talking back-to-back nights, and tonight would make night number 3, which normally doesn't work. So last night was, I would have stretched it a little bit longer if Danny could have, but he told me he was spent, and I appreciate that. It was hot. We know how hot it was down there. It was 30 degrees hotter than it is here. So, and then we played a 5-hour game the night before, and last night was 4 hours. So it's been a lot of crazy baseball in Texas, but he did a great job for us. And then, the bullpen, we did what we had to do, and offensively, we were really good last night with 17 or 18 hits and 10 runs. So, I tip my cap to those guys. We know that's not an easy ballpark to hit in, but the last 2 nights we hit the ball well down there. So hopefully we can bring that home with us.
Do you get McGrain back in the bullpen tonight?
Yeah, we'll have McGrain back tonight. We have a couple other guys. We'll have Josh, Smoker will be up in the bullpen tonight because we've been messing around with a little of a tweak that he kind of had. So we did like a 4 or 5 day quick throwing program, and he came through that just fine. So he'll be available out of the bullpen tonight too, along with 3 or 4 other guys. So we're hopefully we're okay. And if Duke can give us a performance here like he did down there last week, we'll be in good shape.
And lastly, you do add a piece today as well with Victor Campillon being added from Winnipeg. And what are some of the things you've heard about him?
Well, he was our closer, so I think that says all you need to say. But a lot of great things. Rick Forney, their manager in Winnipeg, is a good friend of mine. So we talked a lot about Victor and what he brings to the table. And Rick said, look, he said the guy's a monster late in the game. So So, anytime somebody gives a compliment like that, that's pretty high praise from a guy that's been around for a long time. So we're excited to have Victor here. I think that'll help even boost our bullpen a little bit more. And, if I get an opportunity, I'll run him out there tonight. He's getting his physical, I think, as we speak. So it's one of those where he met us here today, and, we'll run him right out there if we have to.
Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Blue Crabs, it'll be Kent Blackstone leading off at second base. Edwin Garcia, the shortstop, hits second. Batting third and DHing is John Griffin. The cleanup hitter, Tony Thomas, who plays at third base. And we're going to have the anthem in the midst of this. But Corey Vaughn in center field will hit fifth. Charlie Valerio does the catching and will bat in the sixth position. Joe Benson in left field to hit seventh. Josh McAdams, the first baseman, batting eighth. And Ruby Silva is in right field hitting ninth. Again, Blackstone, Garcia, Griffin, Thomas, Vaughn, Valerio, Benson, McAdams, and Silva, with Mitch Lamson making the start for the Blue Crabs. And that lineup going up against Duke Von Schaman and the Revs tonight. We'll set the Revs lineup in just a moment, but first let's head it down to field level, getting set for our anthem here this evening.
Fans, please rise if you're able, remove all headwear, and welcome Greg Udermalen for the performance of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you.
Our national anthem here tonight. Terrific rendition down on the field as we get set for game time here this evening. Once again, for the Blue Crabs, it's Blackstone, Garcia, Griffin, Thomas, Vaughn, Valerio, Benson, McAdams, and Silva here tonight. The Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. They will have Justin Trapp in center field leading things off. Wellington Dotel right field bats second. Talbot Nash at first base is hitting third. The cleanup man, Isaias Tejeda, who does the DHing. Melky Mesa, huge game last night, huge series in Sugar Land. He's in left field batting fifth. Carlos Franco at third base will hit sixth. Ryan Dent, shortstop, batting seventh. James Skelton will do the catching and hit eighth. And Henry Castillo is at second base, batting ninth. Again, it's Trapp, Dotel, Nash, Tejeda, Mesa, Franco, Dent, Skelton, and Castillo for the Revs, with Duke von Schaman getting the ball here this evening and completing his warm-ups. He is 8-5, an ERA of 3.44 coming in tonight. Did not make the trip to Sugar Land since they obviously knew he was starting this first game back, would prefer him to have some sleep as opposed to the rest of us, but he makes his 19th start of the season tonight, 104 2/3 innings. He'll give up some hits, 127, but he will not walk you. Just 12 walks in 104 2/3 innings, 12 walks in 18 starts. Just incredible, and he has struck out 80. And in fact, he has walked none in his last 4 starts, and he enters play tonight on a 25-inning walkless streak. The team record 29 2/3 by reliever Jason Kirshner back in 2009, and the record for a starter 27 2/3 innings by Victor Mateo in 2017. So Duke is well within reach of both. If he can get through 5 innings without one tonight, he will not only set the team starter record, but the team overall record as well. Off we go tonight as Kent Blackstone digs in, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch. It is right down the middle for a strike, and we are underway. We get this home weekend started at 6:38 on a beautiful Friday night. Pitch is just off the outside corner. That was close. Blackstone leading things off. He's been hot here of late. Enters play tonight only at 242 overall, but swinging it well here this week. The 1-1, and that misses down and in. The Blue Crabs had played a series at High Point, and they played a doubleheader on Wednesday. Avoid any hurricane conditions. Did not play yesterday. Here's a swing and a fly ball center field. It sends Trapp back. It carries deep, but he cruises back, runs it down deep into right center, and that is how our game begins. A fly out to deep center field to start things off. Now for Duke, he is making his 3rd start in the last 4 outings against Southern Maryland. 3 of his last 4 starts, and each of the last 2 now. And went 7, giving up just 1 run Sunday night in Waldorf, a 3-2 win, his 8th win of the year. Here is Edwin Garcia, first pitch. It is up and in. Oh, no, it's not. It's called a strike. I thought I was getting good at this TrackMan thing, and I feel as though I've had a real relapse in the last couple of days with it. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip into the shin guards of Brian DeBrouwer, our plate ump tonight. It's DeBrouwer behind the dish. David Snyder at first, Buzz Albert at third base. Fortunately, James Rackley was left behind in Sugar Land. Pitch. And a swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Man, did that fool Garcia. He waved one-handed at it. Garcia, who homered off Duke on Sunday in Waldorf, the only run that he gave up in that game. Duke fooled him badly there. And with 2 down, here's tonight's K-Man as John Griffin digs in. By the way, the Revs wearing special jerseys tonight. Tell you about those as Duke winds and fires. And a swing and a miss. Fastball popping right past him. It is Bullying is Out night, presented by Planet Fitness. Jersey auction to benefit big brothers, big sisters tonight. It's a white pinstripe jersey. There's the 0-1. And a swing and a chop down to third. Franco's got it in the second hop. He will sling it across. K-Man will wait, but it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Duke, who's off and rolling here tonight in the return home. We've played a half inning this evening. It's the Blue Crabs nothing, the Revs coming up.
If you build it, He will come.
So the famous line goes in the classic baseball movie Field of Dreams. Well, at Brooks Huff Tire and Auto Center, we did just that. We built a family-owned, friendly, clean, state-of-the-art, multi-location tire and auto repair business that covers all 4 corners of York County.
Go the distance.
For over 75 years, Brooks Huff has been serving its customers and stands behind its work nationwide for 24 months through the Goodyear Tire Service Network and the Napa Auto Care Program.
Ease his pain.
Unexpected vehicle repairs can hurt the family budget, but our preferred customer card offers special deals, rebates, and up to 6 months no-interest payments on many services. And from September 3rd through the 17th, get up to $325 back on a set of 4 select Goodyear tires.
People will come, Ray.
Come visit Brooks Huff at our Shrewsbury, Leader Heights, Hanover, and Manchester, Pennsylvania stores before the offer disappears into the cornfield. Or visit us on the web at www.brookshuff.com.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings Happy Birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
One, two, three, first inning for Duke. And the Revs come to bat against lefty Mitch Lamson, who makes his Atlantic League debut tonight. Talking with Dan Miner earlier today, who started last night's game in Sugar Land, pitched very well. And Mike Housechild, who he faced last night, a guy that he came up with in the Astros system. Here's Trapp, who takes inside. Lamson, one of his great friends in the game as well. He's telling me about Lamson, the lefty, who starts tonight. They're together in Winnipeg. Here's a ball that misses inside. 2-0 on Trapp. He's hitting .269, 5 home runs. 36 batted in. The 2-0. That misses inside. Lamson, he was the American Association Pitcher of the Year. Named that hours before the trade. And he delivers and misses high. It's a 4-pitch walk, and Trapp is on to start things off. We mentioned the Revs in these special jerseys tonight, the pinstripes. I believe they're navy blue. It's almost Yankee-esque. And Southern Maryland is in their gray and white camo jerseys with black sleeves, dark red lettering across the front and numbers in back. Here's Dotel, who bunts toward third. It's a good one. Thomas in, he bare hands, and he throws to first in time. And now McAdams throws to second and throws it into left field. And Trapp speeds to third. Benson from left will heave it in. And an extremely ill-advised throw puts Trapp at third base with 1 out. That'll work. Now Dotel was bunting for a hit. It ends up being a sacrifice bunt because Thomas came in and made the play. If anything, he bunted it maybe a little bit harder than he wanted to, but it is a sacrifice. And then Trapp, who, he might have rounded second base by a step, but he wasn't far off, and McAdams for some reason threw there and airmailed Garcia, the shortstop, and into left for the error. So Trapp at third. Here's Telvin Nash. Probably eager to get back home. First pitch is over for a strike. Off speed, the Lamson flips up there. Telvin, he hits well in a lot of places, but no better than here at home, and it was a bit of a tough road trip for him. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a fly ball deep center. Revs are going to have the lead. Vaughn is back on this. He's got the catch. Couple steps short of the track, but it's RBI number 91 for Talbot Nash as Trapp comes home. And the Revs have scored a first inning run tonight, and they are on top 1-0. 91st RBI of the year, and he now stands alone with the 5th highest total in a season in team history. Moving past Nate Espy's 90 in 07, and now one behind Andres Perez 92 back in 2015. Talvin with the most by a Revs hitter in a season since that Perez season in 2015. Talvin also now within 16 of the Revs record. And here's Tejeda, who takes a called strike on the inside corner. The record, Chris Nowak's 107 in 2012. So 1-0 lead without a hit. Pitch to Tejeda, it's a changeup, and it's over for a strike. Ton of changeups here early on. Victor Capellain, who the Revs added today from Winnipeg, he could, I'm sure, give them a scouting report on what to expect here. The pitch, swing and a miss, another changeup. Imagine that. It's about all we've seen from Lamson so far. He's got his first Atlantic League strikeout as he runs off the mound. But the Revs have struck first with what'll be an unearned run, no hits, 1 error, nobody left, and we go to the second inning. York on top early, 1-0.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs an early 1-0 lead for Duke, who enjoyed a 1-2-3 first inning. We'll start the second. By the way, our weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 75 degrees, sunny, just a little bit of wispy white cloud cover swirled throughout the sky, but it is absolutely perfect. Tony Thomas will lead things off. First pitch out of the inning, a fastball. It's a called strike. Thomas hitting .268, 14 home runs. He has knocked in 60. The 0-1, and a swing and a bouncer foul past Daisuke Yoshida, coaching at third. Thomas, a big month of August, hit way up over 300. He was still kind of in the low 200s when the calendar had flipped. Pitch, in on the hands, and he checks, swings, puts it in play, and Duke runs it down and takes it to the bag himself. Right in on the fists of Thomas, who couldn't stop himself. Tried to check his swing, and it found his bat. I don't know if it was the bat handle or the knob, but right in on his knuckles. That is one that when it happens to you, you just hope that it goes foul. That's not what you want to put in play, but Duke will take it. And look at him fielding his position. He went way over toward first, got there himself, and ran to the bag. Now one down. Here is Corey Vaughn. First offering a little bit high, in and out of Skelton's mitt. They sat Skelton last night, so he didn't have to catch another game in 100-degree heat, sleep very little, fly all day, and then catch again. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball, it is just inside. Now Vaughn, who's hitting .258, 21 home runs. Just tied for third in the league, the 2-0. And he swings, hits it in the air, foul the other way and right. The Revs have Telvin Nash, obviously leading the league with 36. Then high points, Richie Schaefer has 24. Vaughn 1 of 4 with 21. The pitch, he swings, lines it to center field. It's a base hit. A hard hit single, trap over toward left center slightly. Is on it to throw back in. I mentioned the Revs' 14-3 record against Southern Maryland this year. If they can win this weekend, or if they could sweep this weekend, it would be their best record ever in a season against one opponent. And it would be a little bit of a decade-long revenge in the making, because back in 2009, the Revs went 3-17 against Southern Maryland. Here's Charlie Valerio, who swings first pitch and fouls it away, way over the left field seats. Switch hitter bats left, hitting at .269, 11 home runs, 42 RBIs. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch is swung on and fouled just over the netting and back out of play. If they win 2 out of 3, it would match the best record against an opponent in a season. The Revs went 16-4 against Lancaster in 2010. The 14 wins is already right at the top. Pitch, swinging a line drive down the line, hooking toward the corner and right, but foul. And that'll bounce out toward Dotel in right field. Just a 2-strike foul. In 2011, Revs went 14-4 against both Bridgeport and Camden. And they've had a couple of 14-6 head-to-head seasons. Pitch, breaking ball, it's outside, 1-2. Went 14-6 against Southern Maryland 3 years ago. Against Somerset in 2012. New Britain in 2016. Now moved to first, and Vaughn is back standing. Hasn't stolen as many bases this year as he has in the past. He's got 5. The Blue Crabs have run the fewest, and of course they've also struggled offensively the most. They haven't had a lot of opportunities. Duke the pitch, and a swing and a drive. Deep right center, deep into the gap, and it is one hop up and over the wall. That'll save a run for the moment. Vaughn was around third, but he's going to have to stop at third. It's a ground rule double rolling up the hill. But Valerio got a hold of that, and Southern Maryland will have second and third with 1 out. He put a jolt into that one. Now Duke, who retired his first 4 tonight, will deal with a second and third spot as Joe Benson comes to the plate. Benson hitting .217, 4 home runs, 25 batted in. And they have moved him down in the order since when the Revs were in Waldorf last weekend. First pitch, it is a fastball down and in. That just missed. York with a 1-0 lead here in the second inning tonight. Infield back, of course, at this stage in the evening. A 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball to right center. Not all that deep. Trap coming over. He'll run it down, but the throw is going to go toward third. Run will score. Dent intercepts as the throw is heading up the line a little bit. It's a sac fly for Joe Benson, and the Blue Crabs have tied it on a sac fly of their own. 1-1 here in the second inning. As the teams exchange sacrifice flies to center here in the early going. And Valerio to third base with 2 outs. So Benson vultures Valerio's RBI, which he lost by that double bouncing up and over the fence. And here is Josh McAdams, who's been one of their hottest hitters in the second half. First pitch curve, that bends across for a strike. Is hitting .303 overall, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs. Pitch, and a swing and a miss. Duke with the 2-seamer sinking down out of the strike zone. He jumps ahead. Duke, who's won 7 of his last 10. He's ready. The pitch, and a fastball misses low. Rebs as a team have won 6 of their last 8, 8 of their last 11 in second half play. Pitch, it is a fastball up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lights beginning to come on here. It seemed like we got to dusk really early in Texas, like by 7:30 every night. But the days are getting shorter. The 2-2, and a swing and a bouncing ball to short. Dent charges, gloves it low, fires on the run, and got him. Inning over, nobody better than Dent at throwing on the run, and he charges in and vacuums that one up. 1 run scores, 2 hits, 1 man left. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning tonight. It's a tie game early, 1-1 our score.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing? Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories. Replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices. Flying Feet. Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with Pick Games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any Pick Game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play Pick Games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Our score. We go to the bottom of the second inning tonight, and nobody hotter right now than Papa Shark, who comes to the plate. Last night, 4 for 4, a 2-home run game. The 5th of his Revs career, 5th multi-home run game, including a 3-home run game this season as Lamson misses inside. He drove in 3, scored 4, which tied a Revs season best. It was his 3rd multi-home run game this year. Pitch, and he swings, yanks a shot foul off the front of the Blue Crab dugout. That sends some Crabs scattering off the top step, including Daryl Thompson, who gives him a bunch of verbiage. Mesa now at 306 with 17 home runs. Pitch is swung on, popped up. And the first baseman, McAdams, the catcher, Valerio. Oh, both toward the Revs dugout, and Valerio catches it, reaching maybe above the railing, at least right toward it, and McAdams catches him as he wrapped him in a bear hug after the catch was made. And not only was it caught right in front of Mace, but Everett George, who has taken a perch on the Revs' top dugout step at the moment. And he did not seem fazed at all by that. He was right there with a front row seat. Here's Franco, who swings and misses. And Mesa, by the way, not just 4 for 4 last night, but 4 for 6 the night before, and 9 for his last 11 in Texas. But they got him on the foul out there. Pitch to Franco is over for a strike. Little breaking ball from Lamson. It gets ahead 0-2. And deals, and a swing and a miss. Bigger breaking ball, and he got Franco to wave at it. Now the lefty who faced all righties until that point. We saw the changeup almost exclusively, and breaking out the breaking stuff against the first lefty that he faces tonight. It's a ton of off speed here early. Not really a surprise. Yeah, here's Ryan Dent, who had a big series in Texas, 7 for 12. First pitch is down in the dirt. And he, too, had a 4-hit game last night. 4 for 5, drove in 3. 7 for 12 in the series, driving in 4. 1-0. And he swings and fouls it back off the net. He's now hitting .292 overall, 8 home runs. 43 batted in. Tied at 1 here in the second inning. Base is empty, 2 outs. Pitch to Dent, swing and a miss. And another off-speed offering from Lamson, who again makes his debut tonight, the American Association Pitcher of the Year. He fires, and it is just down and away, 2-2. For the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Now deals, and a swing and a miss, a fastball up. Only 84, but coming off all that off-speed stuff, he sneaks it by Dent and works a 1-2-3 innings, striking out the final 2. We'll go to the third tonight. Rebs and Blue Crabs tied 1-1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds.
Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the third inning, 1-1 our score. Revs scoring their run without a hit so far. Blue Crabs have 2 hits last inning that led to their sac fly. Ruby Silva to lead off and Duke missing up and away. And Silva rounding out their order tonight, hitting .242 with 10 home runs. The overhead wind, the 1-0. And a swing on a high fly ball, hit well in center. Trap back though, seems to have a beat. He does. He stops shy of the track and makes the play. Now Silva launches it up and deep to center, but flies to the deepest part of the park. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, Angelis Nina is in the dugout. He's out for the year though with a torn UCL in his throwing elbow. Here's Blackstone at the top. Shows bunt. Breaking ball runs inside and missed. And he was tuned in on YouTube last night watching the game, waiting for the team to get back home. A 1-0. Oh, down and in, and it got Blackstone's foot. Slider that bounced off, ricocheted over to the left, but it got his foot. So hit by pitch, he's a 1-out base runner. And he went right down to first, so it's like that foot is feeling okay. He is their top stolen base threat, 10th in the league with 24. Revs did throw him out a couple of times in Waldorf last weekend, though. Tejeda and Skelton both got him. And here is Garcia, who struck out his first at bat. Tied at 1 here in the third inning tonight. First pitch is swung on, line to left field, and Mesa is there. It hangs up for him, makes the catch. Hard hit, but it's out, number 2. A hit on a line to left. But Mesa, a couple steps toward the line, is there to squeeze it. And here comes our K-man, John Griffin, who grounded out to third, his first at bat. Duke ready, and the first move is over to first. Blackstone diving in. He had 24 steals and caught 7 times. Somebody from the Blue Crab dugout yelled, "That's a balk," and Telvin just held up a shush sign toward them. And there he goes. First pitch fastball, strike. Skelton, strong throw. Tag, got him. Castillo puts the glove on the hand. They throw out Blackstone again. It's the 8th time he's been caught this season, the 3rd time in the last 2 weekends by Revs catchers who've come up throwing on him. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. And this time it's Skelton who throws out his 22nd of the year. Still tied 1-1. We go to the bottom half of the third.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Rebs and Blue Crabs tied at 1. We go to the bottom half of the third tonight. Skelton will lead things off. First pitch from Lamson is across for a strike. Two-seam fastball. Skelton the night off last night. It was the 0-1. And a breaking ball. That's over for a strike. And a great time to do it. Revs were playing in 100-degree heat in Texas. The long travel day today. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball bounce off the tip of Lamson's glove on a leap. Shortstop charges. Barehand tried just in time as Garcia came in off the deflection and in front of second, made a barehand pickup and snaps a submarine throw to first just in time to nip Skelton, who could smell an infield hit. After that went off the tip of the pitcher's glove, but Garcia there to clean things up. Now one away, here is Henry Castillo. We'll dig in from the right, hitting at .292, 12 home runs, 54 knocked in. First pitch is in tight, and he went on a tear in Texas the last two nights. 3 hit games in both. 6 for 10 with double, triple, 5 RBIs combined as he takes a breaking ball strike. Drove in 3 on Wednesday, 2 last night, including a big double in the 10th. 1-1, and a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. The Revs last night, their 11th last at-bat victory of the season, or 10th, excuse me, 10th. 4 of those 10 have come just since August 25th. It's the last couple of weeks. Pitch, it is a fastball inside, just missed. Now the 2-2. And a swing and a line shot to center. Vaughn back a couple steps, has it measured though, and makes the catch. Hit hard, but Castillo lines to center. And the first time through the order, Revs still don't have a hit, but tied 1-1 here. Revs, who had 17 hits last night, 14 the night before. Wednesday lost 10-9, last night won 10-8, so big offensive numbers in a tough hitter's park the last 2 nights. Now here's Trapp back at the top. First pitch swinging, he pulls a ground foul past Polo. Was walked to lead things off and scored in the first inning. Lamson's first 4 Atlantic League pitches were balls. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a shot at second. Short hop knocked down, though, by Blackstone. He scoops it up and throws on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 third inning. And Justin Trapp right now just has the absolute worst luck. Everything he hits hard is at somebody. Hit that one sharply, but Blackstone in the short hop takes care of it. So Lamson has retired 9 straight. The only one that's reached was Trapp on the walk in the first. He's scored, and it's still 1-1 as we go to the fourth.
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Start the fourth. Duke's first pitch catches the outside corner. That's a strike on John Griffin, our K-man, who is up again. He was batting when Blackstone was thrown out attempting to steal. Now the 0-1, and a breaking ball dives away. It's a 1-1 game as we start the fourth inning. Griffin, who grounded out to third base, his first at bat tonight. As dusk begins to creep in here, the 1-1, that is outside. It's also a perfect night for high school football, which is going on, including across the Cadorus at Small Athletic Field. The 2-1, and that skips in the dirt. Our broadcast is tomorrow night on YouTube, WOYK Preps YouTube channel, 5:30 for Susquehannock at York Catholic. We'll re-air it on radio Sunday night. The 3-1, and it is a called strike. Just clipped the outside corner. They Duke back to run it full. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. He gets the K-man to start the fourth inning. Brett is not here this weekend. He is on assignment. I know he wants the credit for it. Rachel, running our stream, also wants the credit for it. I don't know what to do. Rachel says she's here, so she gets the credit for it. Okay. Here's Tony Thomas. Breaking ball hooks away. The other big thing there, Duke came back from behind 3-1. Now the biggest thing is we get to eat fried cheese, obviously. It's the 1-0 and a check swing. It's a fastball for a called strike. But he's got this walkless streak now up to 28 1/3 innings. He has broken the club record for a starter. 1-1, and a fastball misses away. When he got the final out on that throw out, To complete his third inning tonight, he had set a new record for a starting pitcher in Revs history. The 2-1, swinging a fly ball, left center field. Trapp and Mesa converge. And, oh, man, Trapp cuts in front of Mesa and makes the grab for the second out. And for a split second, I thought they were going right into each other. 2 down. Normally, they communicate impeccably well in the outfield. But my goodness, they both went for it this time. And fortunately, Melky was just a half step deeper than Trapp was. And they avoid a collision with Trapp making the play. 2 down here in the fourth. And here's Corey Vaughn, first pitch. He swings, chops a foul off the front of the Blue Crab dugout. Singled and scored back in the second inning. It's a 1-1 game. The 0-1, and that misses hot, a cutter. But yeah, the previous starting pitcher walkless streak record, the 1-1. Oh, deep drive left field toward the big wall. Oh, it hits off the top, just under the yellow line. Mesa plays the carom, throws a dart to second, and all it is a loud single. It missed a home run by a foot, if that. Right under the yellow line at the top of the WellSpan Health logo. And Corey Vaughn, who nailed that ball to deep left, just missed, giving the Blue Crabs the lead. A single we can deal with. And he is a 2-out base runner. Man, was that close. I was about to say the previous starter's record, 27 2/3 innings, Victor Mateo back in 2017. Here's Valerio, first pitch swinging, a foul back upstairs. And that'll bounce down to the front row, right into the lap of an unsuspecting patron who had not even turned around to realize that it was on its way down to him. That worked out well for him. Valerio, ground rule double in the second inning. Throw over, Vaughn is back standing. The third hit allowed by Duke, Vaughn with 2, and Valerio's got the other. Those two hitting back-to-back 5th and 6th in the order. Pitch, swung on, poked on the ground at third. Franco backhands, knocks it down, picks back up. Throw to first is late. It'll be an error on Franco, who it was hit softly, and he had to come up on it toward the bag, toward the line a little bit, went down to the backhand, and it just bounced out of his glove. And then he picked it back up with his glove and tried to chuck it across on the run, but too late to get Valerio. So an air charge to Franco, the first on the Revs tonight. And first and second for Joe Benson, who had a sac fly to center back in the second inning that tied it, and it's a 1-1 game still. As time is asked for and Benson backs out. Duke stares, he stretches. Look back, first pitch, breaking ball, that hovers high. Don't forget how big Victor Mateo was for that 2017 championship team. He had some big postseason starts, double-digit wins that year. That's whose walkless streak Duke has beaten. Here's a ground ball, tight to the line at third and just fouled, just past the bag. At third base, Daisuke Yoshida was motioning his runners just in case. Matt Latos trying to pull a fast one. in that left field bullpen and signal fair, but Brian DeBrouwer right on top of it. And just a hard hit strike. One and one on Benson. Here's the stretch, the pitch, and a swing and a dribbler foul, third base side. And it is 1-2. Ruby Silva fighting to get to the front of the dugout first to field that one. Tied at 1 despite the Blue Crabs out hitting the Revs 3-0 to this point. Two on, two out, a single that just missed a home run, and then an error. Duke trying to work around it. He fires, and a swing and a foul tip. Bounce behind the plate. And we'll do it again. Duke at 53 pitches as we play here in the fourth. I guess it wasn't just Texas. It is definitely getting dark around 7:30 now. Kind of sad as summer nears its end. Von Schaman ready, and the pitch. And a swing and a fly ball right field. Dotel heading over toward the foul line. Still on the move, and he runs it down. Inning over. So 2-out threat for the Blue Crabs, but nothing comes of it. No runs, one hit, one error, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom half of the fourth tonight. Revs and Blue Crabs still tied 1-1.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's a 1-1 game. Wellington Dotel will lead things off. Here is Mitch Lamson's first pitch of the inning, and it's a called strike on the inside corner. Say hi to Megan and Heather, who are tuned in York, Pennsylvania tonight. Here's a fastball up and in as Dotel starts to turn and stopped in time. He went stumbling backward away from home plate, and they did appeal it down to first. But he stopped in time. 2, 3, and 4 in the order here. Dotel a sack bunt in the first. Pitch, and a big swing and a foul tip into the mid. Got a fastball up, and you may not get many of those from Lamson. Seen a ton of change-ups, off speed from him. Fastball is only in the mid-80s. And he winds and deals. And that misses high. Fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That sack bunt in the first inning was big, and an error accompanied it. Here's a swing and a foul toward the upper deck, right in off the hands, but he fights it off. Throwing error allowed Trapp to go to third base and then scored on Nash's sac fly. Another 2-2. And a swing and a foul tip. Change up. Dotel out early, but got a piece. Lamson has retired 9 straight since Trapp's leadoff walk. But they managed to get him around. Just haven't reached base since. 2-2 again. Breaking ball fouled again. And as it's bounced over by the third base dugout. And Dotel, who comes in tonight, .328 batting, second highest in the league. Hitting streak is 14. Pitch, he swings, fouls off another one. Imagine that. That one in the air, back over the first base side roof. He was only 3 for 14 in the series in Sugar Land, but had a hit each night. Another 2-2. And what do you think happened there? Not a foul ball. It was in the dirt. It's ball 3. He's hitting .444 on the 14-game hitting streak. Now the 3-2. And it is off the plate away. He stopped. He waited. Waiting. Is the device going to tell him otherwise? And now he sprints to first, and a big high five for Rob Carson. It's a leadoff walk, and the Revs with their first base runner since Trapp's leadoff walk in the first inning. Did come around to score. The only 2 base runners so far, walks from Lamson. And here's Talvin Nash, who launched a sac fly to deep center in the first, scoring Trapp for the game's first run. 91st RBI. And the pitch, it is a breaking ball, a little bit low. And Dotel on at first. He's been running a bunch here lately. 12 steals the last 12 games. Last night got the 50th of his Revs career. 6th all time. 31st this season. 1-0. And a swing and a foul tip. Change up. And Lamson took a little extra off on that one. That one just 73 miles an hour as it floated its way up there. The Revs on Nash's sac fly scored in the first, and then Blue Crabs on Benson's sac fly tied it in the second. 1-1. Fastball, it is in off the plate. The 91st RBI puts Talvin alone for 5th most in a season in team history. He came in tonight leading the league by 6 ahead of Caleb Gendel of Lancaster. The 2-1 and a swing and a little nubber toward the first base line. Lamson is over to pick up, turns and tosses to first. That thing spinning sideways in the grass. Nash, a true cue ball right off the end of the bat there. It moves Dotel to second. And Lamson, yes, he's one of those guys where just when you think you are sitting back long enough on that changeup and everything, you're not. The arm speed lulls you into a certain timing, and the ball just is not there yet. And the grip kills it. And here's Tejeda, who struck out his first time. The Revs still looking for their first hit. This time is asked for. Only home for 3, then we go on the road for another week. Pitch to Tejeda, that is down low. And then we're home for the final week. Lamson, 29 years old, 6'2", 205. And this year with Winnipeg, 13-4, a 3.10 ERA. 1-0, and that is across for a strike. This is only his second year as a full-time starter. And it's been a good one. American Association Pitcher of the Year, led that league in wins and innings, second in strikeouts, fifth in ERA. Look back at Dotel, pitch, it is inside. Tejeda kicks the back leg out of the way. It's 2-1. He was part of a Winnipeg championship team 2 years ago as a reliever. Time asked for. And they have also acquired lefty Kevin McGovern, who we will see on Sunday, also from Winnipeg. Those two were teammates, and McGovern finished right behind Lamson for the league lead in wins this year. 2-1, that is outside. Tomorrow night, Ricky Eusebio against John Hayes, and then Sunday, Austin Steinfurt against Kevin McGovern. That's a 1 p.m. start, of course. And now Lamson steps off, wants to go through the signs again. They really, this is actually the first time they've had to deal with a runner on at second with the signs, and they can't get together on it. And back in the first inning when Trapp scored, he never actually set up shop at second base. He was bunted over and then took third on the same play with an error. Now the 3-1, and a swing and a fly ball to left, but off the end of the bat. Benson back a step, now actually comes back in, and he will squeeze for out number 2. So there again, with the change up and all that, Lamson gets one off the end of the bat, which killed any carry that Tejeda would have had. And with 2 down, Melky Mesa coming up. Fouled out to the catcher his first time. Mesa, who finished the Sugarland trip 9 for his last 11 with back-to-back 4-hit games, the 2 home runs last night. First pitch, it is a changeup outside. But 9 for his last 11 with 2 homers, 2 doubles, and a triple. And he's now hit safely in 6 straight, hitting over 500 in those 6. 1-0. And a swing and a high fly in right, but he got under this. Silva is over toward the line, waiting on it now, and puts it away. So leadoff walk this time. The Revs can't do anything with it. 1 runner left on, and we'll go to the 5th. Here tonight from Peoples Bank Park, the Revs and the Blue Crabs still tied at 1.
Looking for a drool-worthy auto loan? Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. Give Fido the ride of his life in a new car, truck, or SUV. With an interest rate as low as 3.49% APR and flexible terms, we can make it happen. Speak with a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. In insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA home insurance.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Head to the fifth inning, 1-1 our score. A really nice sunset here tonight. Some pink reflecting on the clouds beyond left field. We played in temperatures approaching 100 the last 3 nights. Walking out of the airport today, it's mid-70s. Here is, as we start the fifth inning, Josh McAdams, who takes inside for ball 1. Grounded out to short his first time tonight. Is 8-9-1 in the Blue Crab order. The 1-0. And a swing and a chop toward third. Franco backhands fair from along the line. Oh, man, a long throw to first, and Telvin makes the stretch. That hurts. But he got it done for out number 1. I can't walk after watching that. He does it again. Everything was just laying on the ground right there. But he does it again, makes the stretch at first.
I'm not sure his foot was all the way.
Are you born that way? Can you practice that? My goodness. Thank you, Ed. Ed is the man. We have ice cream here in the booth tonight, and I need it after watching that. Here's Ruby Silva, and he swings, chops one toward the middle. Dent, sliding attempt. It's off his glove into shallow center. Silva trying to hustle a double, and he does. He dives in head first ahead of a short throw from Dent, who had to scramble out and try to make a play after it deflected off his glove. So 1-out double, and Silva legs it out against his former team. A seeing eye double into shallow center field. But back to that Franco play. The whole press box up here was wincing, and I'm going to have nightmares after seeing that. It was a great play from Franco as well. He backhanded it right along the line, chance to show off the arm. Here's Blackstone at the top of the order. And the first one from Duke is down low. So runner at second with 1 out, trying to keep this game tied at 1. The Revs are now being out hit 4-0. Dusk here at People's Bank Park tonight.
Hi, Daryl.
Now the 1-0, and Duke delivers a strike on the outside corner, two-seamer. And now the top of the order for the third time tonight. Blackstone's fly to center, been hit by a pitch and been caught stealing. The 1-1, that's in the dirt, backhand pick by Skelton. I'm amazed that Telvin gets up every time he does that. I mean, I guess you have to practice. I'm going to have to ask him, like, is it yoga? What is it? Now the 2-1, and a swing and a fly ball toward the line in left. Mesa trots over, now angles back, it carries to the corner, and he makes the play. Silva trying to go second to third, throw in is a bit late, and Silva in with a head-first slide. But he is really trying to spark his team on the bases this inning. And that ball was strange. Mesa thought he had it read going almost straight toward the foul line, but it kept carrying. And he had to back up toward the corner, and then at the very end, back up straight back toward the big wall and reach up high to make that play, but he got it done. As Silva at third with 2 outs, here's Edwin Garcia. And Duke with the pitch. It is down low. Garcia strikeout, a line out to left. He did homer off Duke last Sunday. It's the only run he gave up in that one. The 1-0, and a fastball just missed, down and away. In fact, coming in tonight, Duke against Southern Maryland this season, 3-0 with a 0.90 ERA in 3 starts. Pitch is over for a strike. And it's 2-1. Just 2 runs allowed in 3 starts. 20 innings, 2 runs, 1 walk, 21 strikeouts. Just scintillating numbers against this division foe. The 2-1. And a swing and a loop to shallow right toward the line. Dotel can't get to it. It drops in for a blue pit. And Silva scores, and the Blue Crabs go in front. Garcia flares it the other way. He was the only one to do any damage against Duke in his last start, and he dumps this one in toward the line in shallow right field. Southern Maryland up 2-1 here in the 5th inning. Ruby Silva with his hustle helped make that happen. And here is John Griffin. First pitch, he swings, skies it to right. Dotel is there for this one, trotting in shallow and makes the play. That'll end the inning. But Southern Maryland scores a run on 2 hits. 1 man left. And with that inning complete, Duke Von Schaman has set a new Rebs record with that out. 30 consecutive innings without a walk. It's a new team record, but the Blue Crabs do take the lead. It's 2-1 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings happy birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
This is Isaiah Tejeda. You are listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Rebs. Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-1. Southern Maryland has climbed in top as Carlos Franco takes a strike from Lamson. First pitch curve. Franco saw a lot of those his first time. Lamson going hooks to the lefty. Here's the 0-1, and that misses in the dirt. The Rebs still without a hit. It's 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Southern Maryland, 1 run, no hits. And 1 error for the Rebs tonight. The pitch, breaking ball, hooks into the dirt again. Franco, who struck out his first time up. Dent and Skelton coming up this inning also. Lamson's kept them off balance. Now fires, and a fastball. It's a called strike. Up in the strike zone. 86 on that one. It's about as high as we've seen tonight. 2-2. And fires, and a swing and a chopper the other way. It's short. Garcia backhands, jump throw. It is just in time. Franco rips his helmet off. Thought he had himself an infield hit. Stares at David Snyder, the first base ump. But no huge reaction from the Revs dugout or Dan Miner coaching at first. Snyder might have gotten it right. Franco's reaction might have just been his own frustration or belief that he was going to beat it. They had him played to pull. Garcia had to range right and throw going away. Jump throw, and he made a beauty. Here's Ryan Dent, who takes a strike. It's just in time by a half step. On the 0-1, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Dent trying to attack, but that thing wasn't there yet. Slow hook. Dent struck out swinging his first time. Lamson used the off speed to set him up for a high fastball. And this time it's a changeup on 2 strikes, and he gets him swinging again. So he strikes him out for the second time. And Lamson with his 4th total. And right now, through 4 2/3 no-hit innings, Lamson, who's from California, Montclair, California, went to Arizona State. Actually went to high school in Oregon, and then Arizona State. Astros drafted him. And here's Skelton, who takes a strike. 19th round pick, 2011 by Houston. And Miner came up with him there. Pitch is down in the dirt. And then was with him again in Winnipeg a couple of years ago. So back-to-back nights that we're facing guys that Miner knows really well. Came up with Houston. Pitch is in the dirt outside, a curve. Last night, of course, Miner was the pitcher facing longtime Astros minor league teammate Mike Hauschild. Now the 2-1, and a fastball. That's over for a strike. Skelton, who grounded out his first time, back toward the pitcher, who tipped it, and then Garcia short charged in and made the play. The 2-2, swing and a fly ball, shallow center. Vaughn comes in, has it called for, drifting toward shallow left center, and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning again for Mitch Lamson. And we will go to the 6th here tonight in York. Revs trailing the Blue Crabs 2-1.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, York County has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast.
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be?
Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Jamison McGrain. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the sixth inning tonight, 2-1, Southern Maryland on top. Duke Von Schaman will face the middle three in the order. Tony Thomas, the cleanup man, leads off. First offering, a fastball right there for a strike. Thomas tonight, a ground out back to Duke, and then a fly out. 1-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball down and away, and Duke jumps ahead quickly. He's working on a good one again, but Revs have been no hit through 5. Pitch, that's down in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. York's only run is unearned, so at some point we'll have to figure out Lamson, who has proven to be tricky. There's the windup, the 1-2. And a swing and a pop-up. At shortstop, it's Dent. As he comes in toward the infield grass, makes the two-hand grab. That was a skyscraper, but Dent takes care of it. 1 down. It is approaching 8 o'clock. Let's pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
York's first station. Newest stop on your FM dial. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Back at Peoples Bank Park tonight. Blue Crabs lead it 2-1 here in the 6th inning. Here's Corey Vaughn, who lays off up and in. Now Vaughn 2 for 2. 2 singles and a run. There's the 1-0, swinging a ground ball foul down the third base side. It was almost a single and a home run. He blasted one in the 4th inning, but the wall knocked it down. Missed a home run just under the yellow stripe. Pitch, and that tails in tight. 2 balls and a strike. The overhead wind, the pitch, and a swing and a foul just back over the netting, in off the bat handle, loops it back foul. I would think that the Blue Crabs have a bit of an advantage tonight. They did not play yesterday, so able to get in at a normal time. Pitch, swing, and a little floater at second. Castillo comes in. He will handle this. Little bloop pop-up. Coming in toward the infield grass himself. And 2 pop-ups here in the 6th inning, and Vaughn is retired for the first time tonight. Tomorrow night, 6:30 start. It's Emergency Responders Night. Also post-game fireworks presented by PA Virtual Charter School. You get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and the Revs ticket office. Here is Charlie Valerio, and Duke fires a first pitch strike. So much of what Duke throws has movement one way or the other. And that one looked like a cutter into the left-hand hitter. Pitch is down low. This one might have been the two-seam sink. Ball and a strike to Valerio, who doubled it in the second, reached on an error in the fourth. One, and a swing and a tap foul, first base side down past Joe Walsh, their first base coach, and Rob Carson, who used to pitch for Southern Maryland, giving Joe a rough time for that lack of effort that forced Rob to get up out of his seat. There's the wind, the 1-2, And a swing on a line drive, smack to right. It's a base hit. Valerio yanks it toward the line. Dotel gloves, trying to bait Valerio into trying something before throwing it in. And he is 2 for 3. Blue Crabs now with 6 hits. Vaughn and Valerio have combined for 4 of those 6. Hitting back-to-back in the order, 5 and 6. Here's Benson, a sac fly and a fly out. First pitch fastball, that's over for a strike. Now the 0-1. Ooh, almost hit him. Way in, and Benson somehow jumped back out of the way. Might be that fluorescent green sleeve he's got on his right arm, giving him superpowers. It's like kryptonite colored. 1-1. And Duke just misses away with it. 2-1 Blue Crab lead here in the 6th inning tonight. Pitch, fastball, it is across for a strike. Up in the zone, and there's another hitter rolling his eyes at the new strike zone. Benson arguing that, 2-2. But DeBrouwer, he's got TrackMan fully operational tonight, it looks like. Duke the stretch, the pitch, and a swing and a foul up and out of play, first base side. Benson taps his bat against the plate, or against the dirt rather, make sure he didn't break it. Duke's next pitch will be his 85th. Here as he tries to finish the 6th inning, he's ready. 2-2, fastball, it is inside. So a 2-out single from Valerio, and now Benson works at full, which is going to give Valerio the head start from first base. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Looked like a changeup up and away. And a couple of times tonight, the Duke has gone to a full count, but has made a big pitch. Has his 3rd strikeout of the night, and that walkless streak has now reached 31 consecutive innings. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Southern Maryland 2, York 1.
Hey, Revs fans, as if being a season ticket holder wasn't already awesome enough, did you know that another perk of being a season ticket holder is you get a VIP restaurant card good for deals and discounts at 6 participating restaurants? The VIP restaurant card is good at these restaurants: Venice Pizza and Restaurant, 15% off order for dine-in or takeout. Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total purchase. Viet Thai, 10% off your order. Friendly's, 20% off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game days and $5 off entrees on non-home game days. Lock in your 2019 Rev season ticket plan today. Call 717-801-HITS or visit YorkRevolution.com. Great baseball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card? Now that's Revs time.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
This is JP Sportman. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Six. It is 2-1 Southern Maryland, and the Revs still looking for their first hit. Henry Castillo will lead things off. Mitch Lamson's first pitch, a swing and a miss. Another changeup that, I mean, you almost have to know that it's coming, but the arm speed continues to fool. And you're so used to picking up the ball out of an arm slot, you see that arm speed, and subconsciously it affects your timing. The 0-1 fastball, it is up and in. Castillo lined to center his first time up. Trapp and Dotel will follow. There's the 1-1 and a fastball low and in. Now Lamson only at 68 pitches right now. Lefty fires and is swinging a little nubber back to the mound. Lamson reaches down to the dirt to glove it and throws on to first. And there is one away. The previous longest to start a game without a hit for the Revs this season, 4 1/3, which was July 14th against High Point. That was a Joe Van Meter start on a Sunday afternoon. Revs lost 4-1. They trailed tonight 2-1. Here's Trapp, and he almost gets hit. First one crowds him in tight. Now tonight, 5 1/3 innings to start without a hit. The wind and the 1-0 shows a bunt, and Lamson delivers a strike. The whole infield in unison came moving in when Trapp showed that. He walked and scored in the first, walked on 4 pitches, hit it hard but grounded out his other time. Lefty works and a swing and a fly ball, right center. Vaughn heading over from center field is there. And the catch is made for out number 2. Lamson, who not only came up in the Astros system reaching AAA, but got to AAA with the Braves and Brewers as well. And has been a top flight arm in the American Association the last 3 years with Winnipeg. Here's Dotel. And the first one grounded to shortstop. Oh, Garcia whiffs. He came up, thought it was going to come up, and it stayed low right under his glove. It's an error by one of the best defensive shortstops in the league. The Blue Crabs with their second error of the night. And Dotel is on at first with 2 outs for Talbot Nash. We'll see if the Revs can take advantage. Down 2-1 here. Revs have Josh Smoker up in the bullpen. They get him back from a little and they said lower back tweak. He's definitely in the back. Now Lamson steps off, motions to go through the signs again. Tell you what, you don't want to commit an error to keep an inning alive. Certainly not with Nash due up. And a step off lob over to first. Dotel is back. and down a run, and Dotel had a lot of success running against the Blue Crabs on the road last week. I don't know if he would try anything here or not. First pitch, it is down and in. And the problem with running in front of Nash is as soon as you do, Nash might get pitched around. Dotel is tied for 5th in the league with 31 steals. A 1-0 and a changeup tails away. And Talvin, who drove in the Revs' only run to this point tonight, sac fly in the first, grounded back to the pitcher his other time. Hitters count the 2-0 and a swing and a miss. 2-0 changeup, of course, and it was down. Give Lamson credit, he has not only kept them off balance speed-wise and stuff-wise, but he's located it. It's all been down, it's all been in good spots and mixing his spots. Now ready, the 2-1, and a swing and a fly ball straight away center off the end of the bat. Vaughn is back on it medium deep, but has room to make the catch, and the Revs have been no hit through 6 innings here tonight. No runs, no hits, 1 error and 1 man left. We will go to the 7th here tonight at Peoples Bank Park. It's the Blue Crabs 2 and the Revs 1.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
This is Justin Trapp. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 989 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the 7th tonight, it's a 2-1 Southern Maryland lead. Josh McAdams will start it off. 2 at-bats, 2 groundouts tonight. And Duke is ready to go. Here's the overhead wind. First pitch of the inning, a swing and a miss. 2-seam down and in. The Revs had Smoker getting loose. He still is, but Duke is still in the game. Winds, delivers, and it is down low. Revs have been no hit through 6. Pitch, it is swung on, foul tipped into the mid of Skelton. And Duke having another good one tonight. Revs will be attempting, thank you Logan. Chicken tenders. Revs will be attempting to not waste this start. long look in, and time finally asked for. The longest no-hit bid against the Revs ever was 7 2/3. Right now we are at the third longest. Pitch, fastball, misses high. It's the longest since 2015 when Long Island knuckleballer Mickey Janis no-hit them for 7 2/3 on the road. And this is the third longest so far through 6 innings. And the 2-2, swinging a bouncing ball to short. Dent lines it up, gloves, and a quick transfer and release across to first. 1 down. Well, he got rid of that one lightning quick with the hands. And McAdams grounds out for the 3rd time tonight. The Revs also were no hit for 6 1/3 in a game in 2009 in Camden by Nate Bump. Well, this is the longest that they've been no hit to start a game at home, believe it or not. Yeah, here's Ruby Silva, who reaches and swings through a fastball first pitch. 1 for 2 tonight, doubled, scored in the 5th inning. There's the 0-1, and a swing and a liner the other way, left field. Mesa going back and angling toward the corner. He makes the catch, just shy of the warning track in left field. And that is out number 2. So we head to the top of the order, and Kent Blackstone tonight 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. First offering this time, he swings and misses. Like a slider down from Duke. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Sugar Land traveling to Long Island today. They got rained out. There's the 0-1, and a liner the other way, but foul as it bounces in and out of the Blue Crab bullpen back toward third base. High Point at Somerset, scoreless in the 5th inning. 0-2, and a swing and a pop-up foul, back and out of play. Somehow, High Point has acquired John Brownell, who is Long Island's all-time leader in everything. He is starting against Rick Teasley tonight, scoreless in the 5th. And Lancaster up 8-0 in the 5th at New Britain. Pitch is taken down low. A 1-2 on Blackstone. There's the wind and the pitch. And a swing and a foul tip. Glanced off somebody's shin guard. Pitch, and a swing and a foul tip again. That one's straight down and up and off of Blackstone himself on the follow-through of his swing. Now Duke's next pitch will be his 100th of the night. He looks to go 7 for the 2nd straight start. He winds, he fires. And a breaking ball. He starts to walk off the mound and does not get the track man call. Trying to backdoor a slider. It's the 3rd time this year he's gone over 100 pitches. He delivers. And a swing and a foul back off the net. And Blackstone having a battle here. Next one will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. The 102nd of the night. Here it is. And a line drive, center field. Trapp heading over to left center. He is there. He's got it. 1, 2, 3, 7th inning. for Duke Von Schaman, who is sharp again here tonight. The Revs trying to not waste this effort. It is stretch time here tonight at the bank. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still looking for their first hit. They trail it 2-1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
The Dietz and Blewett Diamond Deck at People's Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company. Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Visit their new location on 2000 South Queen Street, where you'll find friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote. At Dietz and Blewett Insurance, you'll find the best rates on home, auto, health, life, and business insurance.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs down 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Tejeda leads off, jumps back. First one is inside from Lamson. A hit would be a good place to start. Tejeda, a strikeout and a flyout tonight. Lamson, they set up in. Pitch is right down the chute. That's a called strike. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Crabs, 1 run, no hits, and 1 error for York. There's the wind, the 1-1, and a fastball. That's across, down in the zone for strike 2. So a rare time where Lamson's thrown back-to-back fastballs tonight, especially to a right-hand hitter, but they may not be expecting it any longer. Pitch is swung on and missed. Back to the changeup at 74, and Tejeda a huge hack, but it wasn't there yet. 1 down in the 7th on the 5th strikeout of the night. And here is Melky Mesa, who's fouled to the catcher and flied to right. Temperature here at the stadium is dropped down to 69 degrees, and Lamson about to start his wind-up stop. Revs with continued bullpen activity. Pitch is swung on, bounced foul, down past Polo at third. So if Duke is to have a chance at a 9th win tonight, probably have to score a couple of runs this inning. Looks like they'll be into the bullpen in the 8th. The 0-1, and a swing and a miss. High fastball. Lamson's made it look easy tonight. And delivers, and a swing and a miss. A changeup, and the bottom falling out of it. 2 down. And not just so slow, 73 miles an hour, but that thing tumbling downward. He does bring it pretty much straight overhand. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the bottom of the 7th. And here is Carlos Franco, who's struck out and grounded out. Revs down 2-1 as the game is getting late. Pitch is outside, slider. It's now the second longest no-hit bid against the Revs ever. Pitch is swung on, bounced foul behind the plate. What a debut. And what a season this guy has had. Was recently named the Association's Pitcher of the Year. He fires, breaking ball, chopped foul. Past the first base coach's area. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lamson trying to finish 7. He kicks, delivers. Breaking ball rolled over right side. McAdams lets it go to the second baseman. Blackstone's got it, and he tosses to the pitcher covering. Lamson there to catch the throw. It goes 4-1 on the out. And McAdams could have interfered with it, potentially going for it, and then the official scorer would have a decision, but he let it go to the second baseman, and Lamson is through 7 no-hit innings tonight. We'll go to the 8th. Smoker coming in for the Revs, who trail it 2-1.
We went to other stores and compared theirs to ours. We compared quantities, we compared quality. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many things were similar, there was only one huge difference. The lowest price is at Wise Markets. So take our word and shop around without shopping around. Look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like, but you'll always spend less at Wise.
Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
Business owners, First Capital Federal Credit Union can help equip your business for success. Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President and CEO. Now through June 30th, we're offering you an annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment loans. When it comes to growing your business, we're with you every step of the way. Don't wait. Apply today at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the 8th, it is 2-1 Southern Maryland. And Duke Von Schaman, the best he can hope for tonight now, a comeback and a no decision. He leaves trailing 2-1, 7 innings, 2 runs on 6 hits, walked none for the 5th straight start. The walkless streak is at a team record 32 innings. And he struck out 3, 102 pitches, 68 strikes. So Josh Smoker is in. First pitch to Edwin Garcia is popped up. And Nash at first, across into foul territory. He is there, caught it in the heel of the glove, but it sticks. And 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And Smoker, whose first 3 outings came in relief, he is in a game for the first time since making his second start. He is 0-1 with a 7.30 ERA, but his first 2 outings in relief were very impressive. Then they tried to get him stretched out to maybe start. Had some lower back issues and has been down for a bit, but back in tonight as he starts off. John Griffin with a strike. Griffin 0 for 3. First outing for Smoker since August 29th. He fires and a swing and a soft roller to short. Dent charges, gloves, off-balance throw is right on target for Dent. That is perfectly on balance as he charges and makes that throw. They're 2 down as Smoker gets Griffin to roll it off the end of the bat. Griffin, who was our K-man tonight, struck out in the 4th. And Brett Petrak, who's away at a wedding, submitted another victory acceptance speech by text message for the K-man selection, but it's so long that it'd probably take me a full inning to read it. So here's Tony Thomas, who looks at a ball outside. Thomas 0 for 3 tonight. But it was like, man of the people, all that. Here's a swing and a miss, a change up. Smoker definitely getting back to a comfort zone in the bullpen. They think he could really help once again in that role. Here's a fastball that is on the outside corner and a called strike as he jumps ahead. One, 2, fastball up and in. Smoker in the majors just last year, Pittsburgh and Detroit, the Mets before that. Now to 2-2. And a swing and a ground ball rolled to short again. Dent with it cleanly. Sidearms to first in time to get Thomas, who can run well. And a 1-2-3 8th inning for Josh Smoker. All weak contact. And a fantastic showing for him in his first game back in the bullpen tonight. Revs now need a hit, along with some other stuff. They trail by a run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-1, Southern Maryland.
Home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is your home away from home plate this baseball season with 2 convenient locations in York. Planet Fitness offers a clean, comfortable environment, tons of cardio and strength equipment, free fitness training to all members, and extended hours for those early risers or late-night treadmill triumphators. And best of all, you get all this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Melky Mesa. You listen to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reds, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Bottom 8, and Ryan Dent leading off. Looks at the ball a little bit high. Revs down 2-1. And Lamson working on a no-no. He winds and fires, and it misses down low. Oh, Valerio went running back like it was all the way to the backstop, but he had smothered it, and it was laying right there behind the batter's box where Dent stands. He was looking up in the air, trying to find it. Dent going nowhere, though. Here's the 2-0. It is just inside. On the 91st pitch of the night for lefty Mitch Lamson. Spectacular in his Atlantic League debut. Here's the 3-0. It is just inside. Revs don't have a hit, but that is their third walk. All three have led off innings. Only once has it led to a run, which was the first run of the game back in the first inning. The Dent is on to start things off. And James Skelton will come to the plate. 7 2/3 is the longest no-hit bid against the Revs ever. Right now we're at 7 complete. And the pitch from Lamson to Skelton is across for a strike, up in the zone. Blue Crabs getting some bullpen activity, a righty. Lamson now 93 pitches. He deals, and a swing and a miss. Change-up, actually a foul tip into the mitt. The Revs, meanwhile, have Victor Capelan up in the bullpen, who they had just acquired today. Lamson's teammate in Winnipeg. A great migration of Gold Eyes to the Atlantic League as the American Association season has ended. Ball loose from Capelan, getting all the way into home plate. Wants to make his introduction even earlier there. The 0-2, and a swing and a soft tap foul down to the first base coach's area, and look who's doing the work there. It's Angelis Nina. Still helping the team through the injury. Somebody shot off a firework out toward East York right before that pitch, out beyond right field. There's another 0-2, and a swing and a ground ball foul down toward the Revs bullpen again. Pitch, swing and a foul the other way and left. That'll sail over the seats. See the stadium lights in that direction. York High home tonight. Another 0-2. Breaking ball, and it slices off the plate away, or I should say hooks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good eye from Skelton, who recognized that one. And now time called. Revs are down a run here. They're going to go to a pinch runner now. It's going to be Rondon for Dent. They get the speed on base here in a 1-run game. Bottom of the 8th, pitch to Skelton is inside. Changeup running in. He works it to 2-2. That was the 99th pitch of the night for Lamson. They have the closer, Matt Latos, playing catch now. And a lob over to first. Rondon crawls back. A lot of people in Sugar Land were really happy to see him. He was a favorite there. Now set, the pitch, breaking ball, little half swing, and it's flicked foul back off the netting. Next pitch will be the 9th of this at bat. Coming up to Skelton as Lamson just reached triple digits. Will a mistake come at that point? 2-2, Rondon runs, Skelton swings and fouls it back up onto the roof. Having to protect with 2 strikes. We'll have a 10th pitch of this at bat. Trying to wear this guy down, but he doesn't throw hard, and I don't know that he's an easy guy to wear down. Plus, it's not hot. Rondon gets his lead. Another 2-2. And a swing, a ground ball, base hit right field. Skelton breaks up the no-hitter. Rondon to second, and the Revs are in business here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First and second with nobody out. The no-hit bid ends 2 out shy of matching the longest ever against the Revs. It's the second longest. And the longest ever here at Peoples Bank Park. And Skelton on the 11th pitch of the at-bat breaks it up. Now first and second for Henry Castillo. Let's have some fun now. Another comeback. Could it be in the makings? He squares to bunt, and Lamson misses a little bit low. Revs down 2-1. An 8th inning comeback at home would be a last at-bat win. The Revs last night picked up their 4th last at-bat win in about 2 weeks. Pitch, he squares, pulls back, it's high, throw behind Rondon at second, he just got back. Valerio came out and threw a missile down to second. He's upset with the call. Garcia ripped that tag down, and it was close. Buzz Albert said Rondon got the hand in. That would have been a horrible first out. And Rondon shaking his hand. Might have jammed a finger diving in. Shaking his hand as he needs a moment. Now the corners come in. Should he be bunting again? The 2-0. He squares and he angles it toward third, but it's going to be foul. Thomas up to glove it. Revs now with the tying run at second and a go-ahead run on base have gotten Jamison McGrain up in the bullpen. This game has been interesting all night, but it's taking a little bit different interesting turn here in the 8th with this threat. Hanks squares again, the pitch, he bunts toward third. Thomas lets it go, and it spins foul. Bunted it kind of hard along the line, and it spun foul. 2-2, and of course with the new rules, he can still bunt again, and he can still bunt foul again and get away with it. Tonight he's lined to center and hit a comebacker to the pitcher. First baseman McAdams way in on the grass. Castillo does square again. Pitch, he pulls it back and it's low. And Valerio came out sidestepping to his left, ready to throw. If Rondon would have gotten too much, but he did not. It's a full count. Castillo up there trying to bunt, and he has managed to work this count full. With 2 on, no outs, he squares again. Lamson the pitch, and he bunts toward third. It's foul again, but that's all right. The at-bat continues. There's the 1-2 strike foul. And Lamson is now at 108 pitches. I assume he knows the new rule. I assume they briefed him on it when he got here today. I would expect Henry will be swinging now, and he's been a hot hitter. Now he squares. And the pitch to him, he bunts, and it bounces just right of home plate. It's a bunt foul, and he strikes out. He bunted foul 4 times in that at-bat, and that's the first out. And Rondon, who was heading toward third, has to go back to second. Out number one, as I believe Castillo slammed his bat down. Hearing it down there in the dugout, spikes his helmet to the ground. One out, it remains first and second. And here's Justin Trapp, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Was back in the first inning. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Big rip, foul tipped into the mid. Trapp is so overdue right now. And a lot of the outs have been hit hard, but some bad luck. And he's trying to snap what is now a 2 for 54. The 0-1 swing and a little nubber back to the pitcher. Lamson throws to second. Shortstop relays. It's a double play. 1-6-3. Lamson to Garcia and on to first. And Lamson gets out of it. Skelton breaks up the no-hitter, but a bunt, foul, strikeout, and a double play spoils the Revs' threat here in the bottom of the eighth. No runs, one hit, one man left. And we'll go to the ninth inning here tonight. Southern Maryland still on top, 2-1.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings Happy Birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the ninth inning, Revs still trailing 2-1. They have spoiled the no-hit bid, but had their own threat in the eighth inning spoiled. Well, we'll see the debut of right-hander Victor Capellain, who the Revs acquired also from Winnipeg earlier today. 30-year-old reliever from Monte Cristi, Dominican Republic. He first signed in the Diamondbacks system, got to AAA early in his career. And a lot of time in the American Association since. Here's Corey Vaughn up first. And the first pitch from a three-quarter angle. It misses a little bit low at 90. Vaughn tonight 2 for 3 with a run scored. Latos milling around in the Blue Crab bullpen. There's the 0-1, or actually the 1-0. Board had it wrong. That's a cross for a strike. The Revs are going to do it tonight. It'll have to be of the walk-off variety. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul back up over the roof. That one at 92. Rick Forney, who was Capellan's manager in Winnipeg said he is a bulldog in the late innings. This year, 27 saves. 1-1 with a 3.16 ERA. Last year, 22 saves for Winnipeg. He fires. Swing and a miss. Slider that just disappeared down and away. Our first look at his breaking stuff, and it looked pretty good. 1 down here in the 9th. The thing that to me was interesting about that pitch, he throws from a 3/4 angle, and I would have expected that to, like, first look at his slider to be more side to side from that release spot, but that thing, I mean, it had some of that, but it also dove down right off the table. Here's Charlie Valerio. First pitch is swung on, yanked, just foul at first. Nash trapped it against the dirt with the glove and faked the throw to Capellan, who was right there ready to cover. That hit sharply, but just wide of the bag. It's foul for strike 1. Valerio 2 for 3 tonight with a double. Capellan had been in Winnipeg for a 4th straight season. Sets, fires, and a swing and a fly ball to left. Mesa going toward the line, and he's there and makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. One thing that has been a constant of a lot of these late game comebacks for the Revs of late, and not including last night because they had the lead that got away but responded, but games in which they've come back from being down has been outstanding bullpen efforts to give them a chance. Tonight Duke went 7, but Smoker and Capellan have been good. And here is Joe Benson. First one misses in off the plate. Benson, who's 0 for 2, but back in the 2nd inning, produced with a sac fly. The 1-0 and a line drive up the middle. It's a base hit. Benson stayed short to that one and met that 92-mile-an-hour fastball up the middle. A 2-out single ends a streak of a combined 9 in a row set down by Revs pitching. And here is Josh McAdams, who has batted 3 times and grounded out on the left side of the infield all 3 times. Capellan had been in the American Association with Laredo and then Joplin, and then found a home in Winnipeg. '64 saves in that league combined, 71 in his pro career. Alrighty, the first pitch to McAdams, a fastball. It is in for a strike. Benson, who's on at first, and the Blue Crabs playing with the 1-run lead, 2-1 here in the 9th. He's got 9 steals, caught just once. There's the 0-1, and a slider. It's a delayed steal, pitch missed away. Skelton tosses it down, and Castillo can only get a piece of it with the glove. It rolled toward the back of the infield, and Rondon backs up. It's a delayed steal for Benson, who steals his 10th. And now an insurance run in scoring position. Latos is getting serious about coming in. The Revs, by the way, in the bottom of the 9th, will have Dotel, Nash, and Tejeda coming up, 2, 3, and 4. And now Skelton wants to make sure that he and Capellan are on the same page with signs. It was 5:30. Mace and I were doing the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Capellan was still getting his physical, and the team didn't get in. I guess we should have talked a little bit about the travel today. They had a little bit later flight, which helped. as far as last night goes, but still had to be up quite early after a long, late night at the stadium. 1-1, and a slider misses away. No chance to get your full night's sleep, not even close. And landed in Baltimore a little after 2. Did not get here until sometime after 4 for the 6:30 game. Pitt swinging a foul tip. That glanced off Skelton's face mask and against the backstop. And there was much to do upon getting here. Obviously get all your stuff unpacked and reset here at home, and lineup to be made up, new player to be officially added, and get him to pass the physical and all of that. Now to 2-2. Swing, and it's popped up. Foul ground. Nash from first will give this a look, but it is back in the stands. Rattles off some seats. Two to 1, Blue Crabs in the 9th. They have 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The Rebs have 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and have not scored since the first inning tonight. Bottom of the 9th would be a great time to change that. Capian trying to keep it a 1-run game. He's ready. Pitch, swing and a miss. He does. A slider that sweeps away. And he strikes out McAdams to cap a scoreless 9th in his Revs debut. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Last chance for the Revs tonight. Looking to make it comeback time. We go to the bottom of the 9th, trailing 2-1.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sport Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot and you grew strong. But now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sport Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Enoe Polanco. You're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Red, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sport.
Bottom of the 9th, Revs trailing 2-1. Southern Maryland closer Matt Latos is in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And the Revs with the heart of the order, Dotel, Nash, and Tejeda. Latos 4-4 with a 1.15 ERA, 47 outings. 23 for 25 in save opportunities, 47 innings, just 23 hits. Opponents have hit 146. 9 walks, 33 Ks. And Dotel will get things started. Lato second in the league in saves with 23, 2 behind Somerset's Mike Antonini, who I believe might have hurt his back. to check on that. He was in Mexico. Pitch to Dotel. It is a fastball, and it's over for a strike. Dotel tonight, sack bunt, walk, and has reached on an error. He's 0 for 1. The 14-game hitting streak hangs in the balance. The 0-1, and a swing and a foul the other way in right. That was a slider, and Latos, he's big, he's got a funky hitch in his delivery, he brings it straight over the top. That slider has a lot of downward tilt, it's very heavy. It's listed at 6'6", 245, big league veteran. Sets and delivers, and a swing and a miss. He chases in the dirt, it's blocked. And it got caught up in Dotel's feet trying to walk away. He is out for out number 1. Latos, one time very successful starting pitcher as a youngster in the major leagues. Here's Talbot Nash. He's 0 for 2. Drove in the Revs' only run, a sac fly back in the first. They had a great opportunity in the 8th, but Lamson escaped. He went 8 innings of 1 hit ball, 1 unearned run, 3 walks, 7 Ks, 111 pitches. First one to Nash. Fastball, it is over for a strike. Sugarland rained out at Long Island, so if the Revs lose, the lead will be a game and a half in the Freedom Division second half. Right now it's at 2 games. They set up in on Talbot, the 0-1, and it crowds him in under the hands and missed. Fastball at 92. And no doubt trying to do that to free up the outside part of the plate. Probably a slider coming next. Nope, going in again. The 1-1, and it's up high. Fastball at 93. Nash had moved the hands, but stopped in time as they appealed it down to first base. Latos has his sign, he's ready. The 2-1, it's a breaking ball and it tumbles in for a strike. It's been a very quiet night for the Revs offense tonight. Historically quiet for a single game, in fact. Can they change that here against one of the league's dominant closers this year? Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a flare foul into the stands in right. Nash sprays that one the other way. Fastball at 92, and he sent it foul the other way, so he's in protect mode with 2 strikes, having to respect the slider. Able to get to the fastball and foul it. We'll do it again. They creep inside again. Pitch. And he tried to check. Ball in the dirt. Appeal to first. He held again. And Latos is not pleased. As he snaps at the throw coming back his way. 3-2. Oh my. Revs might have gotten away with one. I mean, the new rule is so, it's so gray. There's so much gray area with it. Just the way it's worded. Latos ready. Here's the 3-2 and a slider. It's a called third strike. A 3-2 slider. Up in the strike zone. Nash locked up on it. And he knew it was there. He walks away. 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th. So it'll be Tejeda trying to keep this game alive. Tonight 0 for 3, couple punch outs. Two to 1, the Revs trail, bottom 9. Pitch to Tejeda, high chop to third. One big hop, Thomas on the run. He tosses to first, and the game is over. It's a 1-2-3 save for Matt Latos. 2 strikeouts, and he gets Tejeda on one pitch. And the Revs are 1 hit in their return home tonight as they fall by a final score of 2-1. Mitch Lamson took a no-hitter into the 8th in his Atlantic League debut. He gets the win, and Latos with his 24th save. And Duke Von Schaman sharp again, but suffers the loss. A 2-1 final, and the Revs are 1 hit in a 9-inning game for the first time since June 2nd, 2015 at Long Island. And the first time at home since July 15th, 2009 against Southern Maryland. A 2-1 final score here tonight. Now with Sugar Land rained out, the Revs' division lead shrinks to a game and a half. They will look to even things tomorrow. 2-1 your final tonight. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.